Hi, this is Miss Hatz from the Doherty Library, and today we're going to talk a little bit about using Google Calendar to organize your life. The first thing you're going to need to know is how to access it, and there are multiple ways to do that. The first is through the waffle. That's probably the easiest way. You just click on the waffle. My calendar is right up top. Yours might be somewhere else in this area, but it will be here. Another way to do it is if you are already in Gmail, you should see a little panel over here. Google Calendar will be right there. And of course, you can always go to calendar.google.com, hit enter. And assuming you're logged into your school Chromebook, it should come right up as you. So there are many things that you can do with this calendar. Usually it will come up in the day format, although sometimes when I go to Google Calendar, it comes up in the month format. So it really depends. But let me show you how to change that just in case. So on the top right here, you see it says day, which means that this is just today. I personally like looking at a month. That way I could see everything going on in the month. Right now, it's a little bit sparse because we're just coming back to school, so I don't have too much going on this month. But soon, September, I'm sure, will be completely full. So this is what you'll see, and you can also do the week view, so that brings us up to this week, or the year, if you need to see like what day of the week a certain date is, or something needs to come up here. But you're not going to see your assignments in the year view. This is just more for a reference for you. So let's go back to the month. So the first thing you're going to want to know is how to look at different class assignments. When you join a Google Classroom, it will automatically pop up into your calendar all the new assignments coming up. So if you look on your left-hand side here, you see this is the whole month. Regardless of what's up here, you might have the week or the day, but you'll always see the month here. And if you look down here, you will see all of your different calendars. Right now, you probably just have one with your name on it or student dot and then your student number. That'll just be your personal calendar. And then you're going to see everything else under other calendars. So this is where all the calendars of the classes you're enrolled in will show up. So right now I'm enrolled in Mr. O'Doherty's Spanish class, which you see here, and you'll see that it's checked off. If you are not seeing the assignments from a certain class, you want to check over here and make sure that there's a check there, all right? So right now, if I go to next month from here, so this is the September's monthly calendar, I don't see any of his assignments, but when I check it, there they are. So in order to see what these assignments are in a way that you can just see them all at once, and again, you'll be able to see all of your different classes on here. So if you have a bunch of things due in one day, this is a great way to see everything all at once instead of going through each classroom. So if you want to maybe complete this assignment, we're going to click on it, Expectations Policy. It will tell you exactly what the assignment is, and it will give you a link directly to Google Classroom to the assignment. So if you click on that, you go right to the assignment. You'll be able to complete it, turn it in. These assignments, too, are also, they have times on them, which you'll notice. So this one is due at 12:05, it looks like. This one is due at 1:45. And you'll also be able to see that in the week view. So let me show you that. So if you come up here, let's go to week. Oops. There it goes. So right now it's going to show you this week. All right. So if you want to change to a different week, you're going to use this panel on your left. So right now it's August. We want to go to September. All of his assignments are due the week of the 13th so far. So I'm just going to click on the 13th. And here is that week. And this is another easy way for you to see when during the day the assignment is due. So for instance, this one is due at 3:45, which it says. And when you click on it there, and then it shows it's due right before 4 p.m. at 3:45. So you can look at this like a chart. This is the time, and this is when everything is due. If an assignment does not have a due date, then it will just be at the top of the screen. And I can show you that here. Let's go back to this week. Here are some example assignments that I've created. I do not have a time that they're due. They're just due on Thursday. One is due on Friday, anytime. And so they're just going to be at the top of your screen like that. Finally, the last thing that is very handy is you can create. All right, so you can create a reminder or an event for yourself if you need to remember something. So let's go back to month view. I don't know why this is being difficult. There it is. So go back to month view, and let's say that I wanted to add a reminder for myself. So of course I mean, a lot of you I know do this on your phones right now, but if you're sitting at your computer and you want to do the same thing, you can do that. So let's say I have an important appointment. I'm going to make it a reminder. So I'm just reminding myself this is something that I need to remember. I made it for Monday, August 31st. Does not repeat. So if you have something that happens every single week that you need to remember, you can actually do this weekly. All right, so weekly every Monday. You can have a reminder every single day at a certain time. You can have a reminder monthly on every last Monday. You can have once a year. You have all sorts of different options that you can mess with here. So I'm going to say this one doesn't repeat. And right now it's just going to remind you that you have an appointment sometime during the day. If you need to remember the time as well, you uncheck all day and then you can change the time. So, okay, sure, we'll say it's at 3 o'clock and we will hit save. So that means that it will remind you on Monday the 31st that you have an important appointment at 3 p.m. You can do the same thing and create an event. So we can do that. We're creating an event, say a meeting. Obviously, you're going to want to say what it is, right? So you remember. And then you could say it's an event. You can add a time, same as before. So instead of being all day, sure, we'll put it at 3 o'clock again. And you can add rooms or a location. So if this is, say, a club meeting, eventually we'll be back in school, right? So you're going to need these things. If it's a club meeting in a certain room, maybe people don't know where that room is, you'll be able to add a room, etc. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with the email posted at the top of your screen.